Hi, I'm River from Flow State Movement. Today we're going to practice a 90-90 hip lift, which is an essential tool to have in your toolkit for repositioning your rib cage, your pelvis, restoring your breath, and moving freely with good form. Let's give it a go. Supplies you will need, totally optional. Two most important things that are not optional: a floor and a wall or a piece of furniture you can put your feet flat on. Other things I have nearby that would be helpful if you have them: a mini ball, a yoga block, or you can just grab a pillow or a towel and roll it up. How this will look: you're gonna find a position on your back where your hips and knees are at 90 degrees. This is why we call it the 90-90 hip lift. So laying here, I've got 90 degrees in my hips and 90 degrees in my knees. You're going to want to take your prop, whether it's a block or a pillow or a ball, that comes between your knees. And to begin this practice, I like to lay and breathe one really slow breath in through the nose, out with a hum. Trying to get your exhale as close to empty as you feel comfy with, without triggering anxiety or really heavy tensing of the abdomen. We want to softly lower the ribs down. We'll get into some core engagement later. To set this one up, then we're going to find the hamstrings. So spreading out your toes a little bit, finding a little bit of pressure in the wall, but we're not pushing into the wall to get this hamstring engagement. We are dragging down on the wall. So as if my heels would slide down the wall. Instead, they're going to stick because there's some friction, and I'm going to drag into my heels. And as I do that, your knees are going to start going up toward the ceiling. As your knees go up to the ceiling, we're getting a posterior pelvic tilt, or a shifting, a rotation of the pelvis, so that the sit bones start to reach towards the back of the knees. The hip bones and the pubic bones start to tilt up toward your stomach and your ribs. That's the position we're looking for. Dragging down to lift off and rotate. What I don't want to see is pushing and lifting here. Those were very different movements. This one, my back is still short, my low back is still arched. When we drag, we want to drag and slowly shift the tailbone up, the pubic bone up. My low back gets heavier and longer in this position. And if you reach back, you might be able to feel your hamstrings kicked on. Once you're here, you're going to start to breathe really long and slow. So we'll do 5 breaths with a 3-second pause at empty. Your hands can stay by your side, or you can reach your fingertips toward the ceiling. The fingertip reach will create more pressure in your back, which we like, but it's up to you on your first go around if your arms are by your side or if you reach forward and up. So drag down on the wall. Find that position with your knees and pelvis. Take a deep breath in, out through the mouth like you're blowing out candles, all the way to empty. Feel your rib cage lower. Pause at empty for 3 potato, 2 potato, 1 potato. Breathe in through the nose. Soft, gentle, but big. Exhale out through the mouth. Let your breath go all the way out for 3, 2 potato, 1 potato. Breathe in. If you notice your butt cheeks starting to clench, go ahead and relax those. You really want to find just hamstrings and then your breath. 2 more breaths. All the way out. Keep going, keep going. Find empty and pause for 3, 2 potato, 1 potato. Breathe back in. Gentle squeeze on the block. If you're feeling any pressure in your knees, you might need to squeeze this prop a little bit more. If you don't have a prop at all and you're feeling a lot in your knees, go ahead and add something. Finish your exhale. Pause at empty for 3, 2, 1. Breathe back in. And we can gently lower down. Things you want to look for and notice here, lots of hamstring engagement. If your butt was clenching a bunch, that's normal, that happens. Go ahead and practice it again without squeezing your butt cheeks, or just checking in on yourself every time you notice that they've clenched. We're just going to try to relax them. Finding that good hamstring engagement and the pumping of the breath in the diaphragm. One more thing. When you do that practice, you want to do at least 3 rounds of it. So that was 1 time through. Go ahead and start this video over. Do it 3 times total, up to 5. This is going to help reposition your diaphragm and your pelvis, and help you have less tension in your neck, less tension in your hips, better movement. Take care.